You know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. You know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. Nowadays, I cannot lay low. I cannot lay low.
So, hi class, welcome to our general mathematics subject. And for today's video lesson, we will learn about operations on functions. Our learning competency for today is performs addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and composition of function. So, nandito pa rin tayo sa week 1 ng ating lesson sa general mathematics na subject. So, bago tayo magsimula, class, so recall muna natin yung ilang math rules para mas madali nating magawa yung skills na ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon. So, ito, meron tayong tatlong important rules. We have three important rules to remember. So, the first one is simplifying algebraic expressions, and then order of operations, and factoring. So, in simplifying algebraic expressions, so re-recall lang tayo ng ilan. Pero actually, marami yung property na nakapaloob dito. So, ito lang yung i-recall natin. First is yung distributive property. So, whenever we have this kind of expression, so i-distribute lang natin yung nandito sa labas kung ano man yung nandun sa loob. So, halimbawa, katulad nito, 8 times y plus 8 times 2. So, 8 times y, that's 8y. Tapos, 8 times 2, that's 16. So, same thing din dito. 3 times 7a, that's 21a. Then, 3 times negative 5, that's negative 15. And also, ganun din dito. 6 times 5 is 30. And 6 times negative y is negative 6y. So, pag magsisimplify tayo ng expression, so applying pa rin the distributive property, so ganito yung mas complicated. So, dito sa pinakauna, y plus 5 times x minus 2. So, ganun din. Distribute lang natin si 5 kay x minus 2. So, copy y here. So, 5 times x, that's 5x. And 5 times negative 2, so that's negative 10. So, ganun din dito. 5 times 3x, so 15x. 5 times 6z, so 30z. Then, copy 4y. So, yun yung answer natin kapag wala na tayong pwedeng isimplify. So, same thing din dito. Pag marami na ganito class, huwag kayong matatakot kasi simple lang naman din yun yung gagawin natin. So, follow lang natin kung ano yung rule na dapat nating gamitin. So, dito, 4 times y, that's 4y. 4 plus 3, that's 12. Then, 5 times x is 5x. Then, 5 times 1, that's 5. Then, combining like terms. So, dito na tayo. So, ano ba yung magkapareho? 4y, wala. So, just copy. 5x, so wala rin kapareho. So, yan, bring down lang natin. Then, ito yung constant natin or yung number. So, 12 plus 5, that is 17. Okay? Next naman na i-recall natin ngayon is yung factoring techniques. Ayan. So, gagamitin natin ito mamaya sa simplifying ng operation in division ng function. Okay? So, ayan. How to factor out using the GCF. So, pag may nakita tayong magkakapareho sa mga terms, pwede natin siyang i-factor out. Okay? So, factoring the common monomial factor. So, dito, mapapansin natin, pare-parehong divisible, pwedeng i-divide kay 2y yung mga terms. So, ilalabas natin siya. Okay? Tapos, ano natin, ito na lang yung mga natira. So, yung 2y, di-divide natin yan. So, 2y, x squared. So, divide natin kay 2y. Ito yung matitira, si x squared. Tapos, 8xy, di-divide natin si 2y. So, magiging 4x. Then, si 24y, ganun lang din. Di-divide nyo siya sa 2y. So, magiging 12. Ito naman yung special cases. So, first case is difference of two squares. So, whenever makakita tayo ng perfect square dito sa una, sa pangalawa, ganun din. Perfect square din. Tapos, minus dito. So, pwede natin siyang i-factor as a sum. Ayan, sum and difference of two binomials. And then, dito naman sa perfect square trinomial, whenever na makakita tayo ng trinomial na perfect square yung first term, then yung third term is also a perfect square. And then, yung middle term niya is the product of the first and second term multiplied by 2. So, x times 5, negative 5x. Tapos, times 2, that's negative 10x. Okay, naalala nyo pa ba yan, class? Ito naman for grouping. So, ito is another technique. So, dito, mapapansin natin, negative 4x yung middle term. So, pwede tayong mag-express ng dalawang sums. Ayan. Na ang sum ay magiging negative 4x. Ayan. Which is si negative 10x and 6x. Bakit natin in-express na ganun, class? Kasi para pag pinactor out natin, may makuha tayong common factor dun sa dalawa. Okay, tapos factor out lang natin yung common factor, 2x minus 5. Then this one, 2x plus 3. Okay, naalala nyo pa yan? So, we have 4 operation on function. Tapos, yung isa is composition of functions. So, yung pinakauna, addition of functions. So, the sum of f plus g is a function whose domains are the set of all real numbers common to the domain of f and g and defined as follows. So, let f and g be any two functions. So, ito class, pag may nakita daw kayong ganitong notation, so f plus g of x, so we can rewrite that as f of x plus g of x. Okay, let's have some example. If f of x equals 3x minus 2 and g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3, so find f plus g of x. So, express natin si f plus g of x as f of x plus g of x. So, para mas madali tayong makapag-substitute. So, si f of x is 3x minus 2. Then, si g of x is x squared plus 2x minus 3. Ayan. So, simplify natin. So, combining like terms. So, si x squared, tapos 3x plus 2x. Ayan, 5x. Then, negative 2 plus negative 3. That's negative 5. So, this is our final answer. X squared plus 5x minus 5. Okay, na-gets ba natin yung addition ng function? Okay, sige nga, try nyo nga ito. So, pause nyo muna yung video, then answer it in a sheet of paper or on your notebook. Then later, I will reveal the answer. So, this is the problem. Let f of x be equal to x plus 1 and g of x equals x squared minus 1. So, find f plus g of x. Okay, so the answer is, ayan, so x squared plus x. Or pwede natin ding i-factor to as x times x plus 1. Okay, nagets ba? Next, subtraction of functions. So let f and g be any two functions. The difference f minus g is a function whose domains are the set of all real numbers common to the domain of f and g and defined as follows. Okay, so f minus g of x equals f of x minus g of x. So for example, let f of x be equal to x squared minus 5 and g of x equals 5x plus 4. So f minus g of x, okay? So si f of minus g of x, express natin as f of x minus g of x para madali tayong makapag-substitute. So substitute natin si f of x. So si f of x is x squared minus 5. Si g of x, 5x plus 4. Ayan, then simplify. Okay, dito sa subtraction class, be very careful tayo dito sa negative sign sa labas ng binomial natin dito. Kasi napansin ko, dito nagkakamali yung mga estudyante. Hindi nila nadidistribute itong negative sign dito sa dalawa. Dito lang nila nadidistribute dito sa pinakauna. So, tandaan natin to para hindi tayo kasama dun sa mga nagkakamali. Okay? So, dito, since wala namang tayo dito ma-operate, so copy lang. Then dito, distribute natin yung negative. So, negative times 5x, that's negative 5x. Tapos, negative times positive 4, so that becomes negative 4. Okay? Then, simplifying, x squared, tapos ito lang yung may x, so minus 5x. Then, ito yung pwede nating ipag-combine, yung constant. So, negative 5 plus negative 4, that is equal to negative 9. Okay? Ayan. So, try nga natin kung nagets natin yung difference ng function. So, let f of x be equal to x squared plus x and g of x is x plus 1. Find f minus g of x. Ayan. So, sagutan natin sa notebook or paper. Then, pause the video. Then, I will reveal the answer later. Okay, so the answer is, ayan, so x squared minus 1. Okay? So, may tanong ba? Okay, so alam ko maintindihan nyo to agad. Napakadali ng lesson natin. Okay, next, multiplication of functions. So, let f and g be any two functions. The product f times g is a function whose domains are the set of all real numbers common to the domain of f and g and defined as follows. So, f times g of x equals f of x times g of x. And so, for example, if f of x equals 3x minus 2 and g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3, so find f times g of x. Ayan. So, si f times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x. So, si f of x natin is 3x minus 2. Substitute lang natin, class. Tapos, si g of x natin is x squared plus 2x minus 3. Ayan. So, substitute lang natin. And then, so, meron tayo ditong binomial at trinomial. So, pwede yung isa-isa, yung distribute na pa ganon-ganon. Or, pwede ring distribute natin individually yung 3x at saka negative 2. So, 3x times itong trinomial natin, x squared plus 2x minus 3. Tapos, minus 2, distribute din natin yung trinomial. So, x squared plus 2x minus 3. Tapos, simplify natin, applying the distributive property. So, 3x times x squared, that's 3x cubed. 3x times 2x, that's 6x squared. And then, 3x times negative 3, that's negative 9x. Okay, so for this one naman, negative 2 times x squared, that's negative 2x squared. And then, negative 2 times 2x, that is negative 4x. And then, negative 2 times negative 3, that is positive 6. So, simplifying yung itong polynomial natin, pipiliin natin yung mga, pagsasamahin natin yung mga magkakaparehas ng degree. So, si x cubed, isa lang. So, copy lang natin. Tapos, si x squared, dalawa sila. So, pagsamahin natin, 6x squared minus 2x squared. So, 4x squared. And then, yung may x naman, itong dalawa. So, negative 9x tsaka si negative 4x, negative 13x. Tapos, yung constant, mag-isa lang siya, so copy lang. Okay, so ito yung final answer natin. 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus 13x plus 6. Okay? So, naintindihan na ba natin yung multiplication ng function natin? So, try nga natin to. So, let f of x be equal to x squared plus x and g of x equals x plus 1. Find f times g of x. Okay, so answer nyo and then later I will reveal the answer. Okay, so the answer is, ayan, so the answer is x cubed plus 2x squared plus x. Okay. Next, division of functions. Let f and g be any two functions. The quotient f over g is a function whose domains are the set of all real numbers common to the domain of f and g and defined as follows. Ayan. So, f over g of x is equal to f of x over g of x. So, may restriction sa denominator natin ng fraction. So, yung g of x natin should not be a zero function. Okay? So, let's have this example for division. If f of x equals x plus 3 and g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3, ayan. So, una, express natin yung function natin as f of x over g of x. So, yung f of x natin, substitute natin. So, f of x equals x plus 3, so substitute lang natin to the numerator. Tapos over, g of x natin is the denominator, so substitute natin to. X squared plus 2x minus 3. And then, simplifying, so, pansinin natin class, examine natin yung denominator natin. So, that is a trinomial. So, tingnan natin kung pwede natin siyang ma-factor. So, pag nagpa-factor class, titingnan natin tong product. Ito yung product, ito naman yung sum. So, meron bang product si negative 3 na ang sum niya pag inad natin is 2? So, isip tayo. So, pwedeng 3 times 1. Ayan. Tapos, di-decide natin yung sign. Dapat mas malaki kung ano yung naging sum. Okay? So, dito, since positive yung 2, yung sum niya, so ito yung gagawin nating positive, yung 3. Okay? Para pag nag-add tayo, magiging positive yung sagot. So, add nga natin. So, 3 plus negative 1, so 2x yung sagot. Okay? So, ito na yung factor natin. Then, meron tayong pwedeng i-cancel. So, x plus 3 cancel out natin. So, ang natira is 1 over x minus 1. Okay? Okay, so try nga natin to. Let f of x equals x plus 1 and g of x equals x squared minus 1. Find f over g of x. So, answer it in a piece of paper. Okay? Then later, I will reveal the answer. So, ito class, maganda pag ginagawa nyo yung mga exercise kasi natututunan nyo talaga yung mga lesson natin kaysa sa basta-basta nyo lang siyang pinapanood. Tsaka magiging proud tayo sa sarili natin kapag nakita natin na tama yung answer natin at yung solution natin. Okay? Okay, so the answer is, ayan. So the answer is 1 over x minus 1. So sa substitute lang natin si f of x plus 1, over yung g of x natin is x squared minus 1. Okay? Tapos yung denominator natin, mapapansin natin, pwede natin siyang i-factor. So, ano siya, difference of 2 square. Ayan. So, sum and difference of 2 binomial yung factor niya. Then, simplifying, pwede natin itong i-cancel. Okay? So, ang answer is 1 over x minus 1. Okay? Next operation natin is composition of functions. So, paano naman to? The composition of the function f with g is denoted by and is defined by the equation f of g. Okay? So, yung f, itong symbol na to class is yung circle. So, f circle g of x, or it is read as f of g of x. So, equals, same thing lang siya dito sa notation na to. Magkapareho lang yung notation na to. So, f of g of x. Okay. Pag ganito klase yung operation natin, para lang tayong nag-i-evaluate ng function. Balikan natin yung lesson natin nung nakaraan. Diba sabi natin dun sa evaluation ng function, pwede tayong mag-evaluate ng algebraic expression. Okay? So, dito, ang isa-substitute natin is yung buong isang function. Okay? So, pero may condition daw dito. So, the domain of the composition of function f circle g is the set of all x such that, yeah, number 1, x is in the domain of g. Okay? And g of x is in the domain of f. So, si x, wala siyang restriction dapat sa domain ng g. And si g of x, wala rin dapat siyang na-violate na restriction dun sa domain ng f natin. Okay, so for example, given f of x equals 4x minus 5 and g of x equals x squared plus 4. So, find, ayan. So, si f circle g of x, pwede natin siyang sulat as f of g of x. Ayan. So, si f of x is 4x minus 5. So, ipapasok natin yung dun sa x, si g of x. Ayan. So, magiging 4g of x minus 5. Tapos, ano ba yung g of x natin? Diba? X squared plus 4 siya. So, isa-substitute natin dito sa g of x. So, 4 times x squared plus 4 minus 5. Okay? Then, dito, apply lang natin yung distributive property natin. So, 4 times x squared, 4x squared. Tapos, 4 times 4, that is 16, class. 16 minus 5, that is 11. Okay, so the final answer is 4x squared plus 11. Okay? So, tingnan nga natin kung naintindihan natin yung composition on functions. So, try natin to class. So, let f of x be equal to 1 over x squared and g of x equals square root of x minus 2. Find a rule for g circle f circle g rather of x. Excuse. Ayan. So, what is the answer? Okay, so the answer is, ayan, the answer is 1 over x minus 2. So, explain lang natin. So, una, f of g of x. So, yung f of x natin is 1 over x squared. So, yung x natin, pwede na natin siyang gawing g of x. So, ito yon. And then, yung g of x natin is square root of x minus 2. So, substitute lang natin. Okay? So, magiging 1 over square root of x minus 2 quantity square. So, dito, mapapansin natin, yung square root tsaka yung square, pwede na natin yung i-cancel. Okay? Kasi ito is 1 half yan, yung denominator niya, tas times 2, that's 1 na lang. So, pwedeng i-cancel. So, ang magiging final answer is 1 over x minus 2. Okay? Nagets niya ba? More pa? Okay, so sige nga, try natin ulit to. Let f of x be x squared plus x and g of x be x plus 1. So, find f of g of x and its domain. Okay, so the answer is f of g of x, tapos, so yung f of x natin, class, okay, so nandito tayo sa pattern ni f of x. Ipapasok natin si g of x kasi siya yung i-compose natin. So, x squared plus x, so pwede na natin gawing g of x squared plus g of x. And then, substitute natin yung g of x. So, yung g of x is x plus 1. Ayan. So, x plus 1 quantity squared plus g of x natin is x plus 1. Okay? And then, simplify. So, dito nakita natin may square. So, square natin yung binomial na x plus 1. So, gamitin natin yung shortcut or FOIL method. So, square ng x, square the first term muna. Yun yung siya shortcut. So, x squared. Tapos, for the middle term, first term times the second term. So, x times 1. Tapos, laging times 2 yung middle term. So, 2x. Tapos, square the second term. So, plus 1. And then, dito, since positive, pwede na nating itanggal yung parenthesis. Tapos, simplifying. So, may x squared ba? So, wala. So, copy lang natin si x squared. Then, x, pwede nating pagsamahin. Dalawa, si 2x at saka x. So, 2x plus x. So, that's 3x. Tapos, yung constant natin, 1 plus 1. So, 2. So, this is our final answer. X squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay, gusto pa ba natin sa composition? Sige, try natin ulit. So, let f of x be equal to 1 over x and g of x be equal to x plus 1. So, find a rule for g of x and g of f of x and give the domain of each. Okay, so dalawa class. F of g of x at saka g of x ang gagawin natin. Okay? So, in few seconds, I will reveal the answer. Okay? So, for f of g of x, ayan. So, ang pattern natin, si f of x. So, 1 over x. Pwede na natin gawing 1 over g of x. So, papasok lang natin si g of x natin. Tapos, si g of x is equal to x plus 1. So, substitute na natin. Okay? So, wala namang isi-simplify. So, be that, yun na yung final answer natin. So, per answer naman natin sa g of f of x, so dito class pabaliktad naman. Ang pattern natin is si g of x, tapos ang ipapasok natin na function is si f of x. Okay? So, ito yung pattern natin. Yung x, pwede na nating ipasok si f of x. Okay? So, magiging instead na x plus 1, magiging f of x plus 1. Okay? Then, substitute natin yung f of x natin. So, yung f of x natin is 1 over x. Substitute na natin. Tapos, plus 1. So, pwedeng ito na yung answer class or pwede nating i-write as a single fraction. So, 1 tapos ito, times lang natin sa x. Ito, magiging x over x siya. So, magiging 1 plus x over x. Okay? So, after nating natutunan lahat ng operation ng function natin, so try tayo mag-solve ng problem na mas complicated. So, paano kapag dalawa na yung ipapasok natin? Okay? So, halimbawa, let f of x be equal to square root of x and g of x be equal to 6x minus 3 and h of x equals x over 3. So, bali tatlo yung function natin, class. So, find daw natin si f of g of f of 4. Okay? So, dalawa bali yung ipapasok natin. So, pag ganito, class, sulat muna natin. Ayan. So, si h, find daw natin si h of g of f of 4. Okay. So, pag ganito, class, unahin muna natin yung part na to. Ayan. So, unahin muna natin yan, yung f of 4. So, yung f of 4 natin, ayan, so yung f natin is square root of x. So, substitute natin yung 4 and that will be equal to 2. So, yung f of 4 natin is 2. Okay? So, ngayon, sa substitute naman natin, dito naman tayo ngayon, class, sa second part. Okay? So, ito naman, g of f of 4. So, alam na natin na yung f of 4 natin is 2. Ayan. So, itong f of 4 is 2 na. So, pwede na nating i-substitute. Tapos, so ito, substitute na natin to, operate na natin tong g of 2. So, g of 2 natin, ano ba yung g natin? 6x, ito class, 6x minus 3. So, 6, pasok na natin yung 2 natin. Okay, minus 3. Okay, so simplified, 6 times 2, that's 12. Minus 3, so that's 9. Okay? So then last, yung h of g of f, g of f of 4, okay? So ito naman ito na yung ipapasok natin. Okay? So ngayon, 'di ba, ang evaluate natin is h of g of f of 4. Okay. Pero alam na natin class na, so i-read natin para makita. Na ito class, ayan, which is ito yan, is equal siya kay 9. Okay? So, yun na lang yung ipapasok natin kay H. Okay? So, HO, para mas madaling matingnan, so pwedeng H of 9 na lang. Okay? So, yung H of 9, ano ba si H? X over 3, class. So, X over 3, so 9 over 3, and that is equal to 3. Okay, so ganun lang class yung pag-evaluate natin pag series siya ng composition of function. Try natin ulit yung isa. Yung pangalawa. Okay? So, dito class sa pangalawa, to. So, evaluate natin si f of g of f of x. So, unahin muna natin class ito, yung nasa pinakaloob. Si g of and si g of f of x. Okay? So, si g, siya yung magiging pattern natin. Ayan. So, pwede na natin gawing f of x minus 3. So, 6x minus 3, ginawa na natin siya. Pinasok na natin si f of x. Naging 6f of x minus 3. Tapos, substitute natin yung f of x natin. So, 6, ano ba yung f of x? Ito yon. So, square root of x minus 3. Okay, so ito si g of x. Ito class si g of f of x natin. So, ngayon, papasok naman natin siya kay h. So, si h, ayan, g of f of x. Okay? So, pasok natin siya. Ano ba yung pattern ni h? Si h is 6, sabihin si h rather is, ito, this one. So, x over 3. Yan siya. So, pwede natin siyang gawing g of f of x over 3. So, yung g of f of x natin is ito yung class. So, pwede na natin i-substitute. 6 square root of x minus 3 over 3. Okay? So, tapos, tingnan natin kung pwede ba natin siyang i-simplify. So, pwede. May factor dito na 3. So, pwede natin i-bring out. Factor out natin. So, 6. So, matitira is 2 square root of x minus 1 over 3. Okay, so cancel. So, matitira is 2 square root of x minus 1. Okay, so yan yung final answer natin. Okay, so naintindihan ba natin to? Okay, kung naintindihan, try nga natin. Check nga natin kung talagang naintindihan. Okay, so try nyo Try to answer this class in a sheet of paper, then later I will show you the answer. Okay, class. For answer natin in the last exercise, okay, sa given natin, let f of x be equal to square root of x, then g of x is 6x minus 3, and h of x is x over 3. So, find g of h of f of 9. So, uunahin natin, class, tatandaan natin yung nasa pinaka-inner, nasa pinaka-loob yung unahin natin, which is yung f of 9. So, f of 9 natin, ano ba yung pattern ng f of x natin? So, square root of x. Substitute lang natin yung 9 natin. So, just like in evaluating ng function natin, yung last lesson natin. So, square root of 9 and that is equal to 3. So, ngayon, alam na natin, class, yung f of 9 natin. So, susunod naman natin gagawin is yung pangalawa, which is yung h of f of 9. Okay, so since alam na natin yung f of 9, so 3 siya, yung pattern ng h, yun na lang yung kukunin natin. So, yung h natin is x over 3. So, substitute na natin yung value ng f of 9 natin, which is 3. Ayan. Then, simplifying, we will have 3 over 3, so that's 1. So, ngayon, class, alam na natin yung h of f of 9 natin. Okay, so at ito yung class, 1 siya. Okay? So, ngayon, gagawin na natin yung pinakalas. Ayan, si g of h of f of 9. So, since alam na natin si h of f of 9, substitute na lang natin. So, kunin natin yung pattern ni g. So, si g ay 6x minus 3. So, 6, tapos itong h of f of 9 natin is 1. Substitute lang natin dito. Okay? So, yan na. Then, simplify. 6 times 1 minus 3. That is equal to 3. Okay? For next, second one. So, dito, h of f of x. So, sa f of x is square root of x. Tapos, si h of f of x, yun yung uunahin natin. Ito muna. Okay? So, si h, ang ipapasok natin, si f of x. Ano ba yung pattern ni h? Si h ay x over 3. So, pwede na natin ipasok si f of x. So, ayan, over 3. Tapos, substitute natin yung f of x natin, which is square root of x. Ayan. So, ito yung answer natin kay h of f of x. Tapos, pasok natin kay g. So, ito na yung sunod nating i-operate. G of h of x na tayo. Ayan. So, ano ba yung pattern ni g? 6x minus 3. So, 6, ano yung h of f of x? So, ito yon. Pasok na natin siya. So, square root of x over 3. Then, simplify lang. So, dito, pwede tayo mag-simplify. 6 over 3, that is equal to 2. Tapos, square root of x, so minus 3. So, this is the final answer. 2 square root of x minus 3. Okay? So, that's all for today, class. So, kung may natutunan kayo sa video na to, just click like and subscribe the channel. Okay? So, see you sa next lessons natin.